Welcome to Voices of Influence, the podcast. This is where the new era of visibility and connection begins. This is a space for collaboration and expansion in community. I am your host, Chris Madrigal, and I want to start by saying welcome. Whether you're new here or you've been in my world for a while, this moment feels different. This isn't just a new podcast. This is a new chapter. And it's a new way that I'm showing up, a new way that we're connecting, and a new way where we're building together. And yes, I've had different podcasts in the past, but this one feels different. I've been sitting with this for a while. The Voices of Influence podcast with Chris. Because if I'm being honest, I love podcasting. I love featuring guests. I love elevating voices, but I haven't enjoyed the behind the scenes and the tech part of it. But here we are in the new world of Substack where life just became easier. And this is a space where we get to record and share our message in multiple ways, reaching thousands of people by audio, video, and written content, all in one platform. And this marks a start of greater expansion, visibility, and connection. And what am I talking about reaching thousands? We're here to reach millions. Now, here's something that I realized, and it's this whole expansion is about real connection, right? This is not about an audience. This is about community. And it's not about visibility, but the meaning behind it. And not about doing things on my own, but building something with others. I am no longer doing anything alone. I am here to elevate the voices of others, especially women. I am here to do it in a way that feels easy, that feels good, that feels aligned. And that's what brought me here. I'm not here to create for the sake of creating content, but it's to create connection. And I feel that deeply. And that's the reason why I'm launching this podcast from Substack, from a place of ease. Now, in this season of my life and business, I'm building something bigger than just a brand, right? I am building spaces. And these are spaces where women can come together to be seen, to be heard, to express themselves fully. So you're going to hear me talk about things like the top 50 voices of influence, because that is what I'm fully dedicated to over the next couple of months. And I'll share more about that. You're going to hear me talk about the collaboration room, which is the paid tier in Substack. And this is where we get together and elevate one another in collaboration. More on that as well. And we're going to talk about this podcast here in Substack because it is so powerful. And the people that are going to be coming on here with me are individuals with so much wisdom and so much medicine to share with you that you're going to feel that connection with them. And there's going to be multiple guests in different topics because this is a time to share the voices of others that are going to help elevate the collective. And while things may look different, on the outside, the different things that we talk about, everything is rooted in the same with the same intention. This is about connection. This is about collaboration, and it's about expansion in community. Because I truly believe we are moving out of the era of doing everything alone. And this is the era that we are moving into where we rise together while sharing our unique and individual gifts. Because while this is the era of community and elevating each other, it is also the era of individuality where you get to bring your wisdom forward in your own unique way, regardless of what people have said in the past, regardless of anything. This is you in your power, you in your wisdom 100%. Okay. So just know that. Know that this is about uh, real conversations, right? We're going to have real conversations and the kind that meet you where you're at, especially in midlife. I am 46 years old at the time of this recording. And in this season of my life, it's really asking me to do things differently. So, we're going to be talking about alignment in midlife, and it's alignment across the core areas of life, across health, wealth, relationships, spirituality, and personal power. And these are the same things that I write about inside my publication, Voices of Influence, by the same name. We are talking about alignment in midlife in these five core areas of life. We are talking about community, connection, and expansion. And these are conversations from a place of truth and not from a place of perfection. I'm done with perfection. I'm done with everything looking polished. And really, we're going to be talking about what does it look like when something is out of alignment, when things feel off, and what does it feel like when you come back into your power? And this is why I am bringing in guests that specialize in all these different five areas of life. These are conversations that we're going to be having here, and they're going to be so deep and so beautiful. And it's really with the intention of you as a listener to tune in to see who delivers the words of wisdom that you're ready for. Because when you tune in, just know that you're being called to a specific episode for a reason, and there's something that is going to be delivered to you in that episode. So when you listen, tune in with intention because there is something that is meant for you to be heard. Now, I also want to talk about the new era of visibility because there is a shift that is happening, and I'm sure that you can feel it. And it's this shift that is happening in the world where there's so many people feeling lonely, feeling disconnected, having their own awakenings, choosing to do things differently, but at the same time, feeling confused about it. There is so much happening in the world energetically, and people are feeling it. But many people are not knowing how to move through it. And this is the time where you get to stand in your power. You get to bring your unique gifts to the world, but you do it in community, in connection with others. That is what I stand for. That is what I am here for. And that's what I'm choosing. Not just for me, but for everyone who is in my world. And it doesn't matter in which way you come into my world, but if you're in my world, this is about connection over isolation. It is collaboration over competition. I do not believe in competition, me personally. I have my unique gifts. I know you do as well. And even if we're doing the exact same thing, it connects with people differently. We are here to express ourselves just as we are, unpolished, authentic, and real. This is not about perfection. We are done with perfection. This world and the people that I know and all the conversations that I'm having, they're looking for authenticity. They're looking for these real conversations that are happening because that's where the depth is. That's where the impact is. And this is the belief that anchors everything that I'm building. Collaboration in community is the new currency because it's with intentional collaborations that you get to grow in life and business. Now, over the next few episodes, I am going to open up in a different way. I'm going to take you through the chapters of my life, the ones that I've shared as a 5-time international best-selling author. I'm going to bring those stories here. But more than that, I'm going to share the actual chapters that represent my life and represent each one of those chapters that I wrote, if you will. And those are the moments that shaped me, the seasons that stretched me, and really the experiences that brought me back home to myself. And I want you to know that your story, it's not just something that's happening to you. It is something that holds wisdom, it holds power, and it holds the ability to impact someone else's life. And I want you to start seeing that for yourself too. See that every single one of your stories is not only for you, but the ones that you choose to share with the world is because they are meant for someone to heal through it, to feel seen, to feel understood. And that alone gives somebody else hope. You could very well be the prayer, the answer to somebody else's prayer, right? And I want you to see it from that angle. And while I'll be sharing my voice here, this is not just about me. I am going to be bringing in the women from Top 50 Voices of Influence. And these are women who are leading in their own way, in their own voice, women who are living in alignment across areas of health, wealth, love, and personal power. And I'm also opening this space to members of the collaboration room. Members inside the collaboration room are always the first to receive invitations. They're the first that we get to connect and collaborate with because that is the intention behind that room. And the collaboration room is within Substack. So if you are not on Substack, I highly, highly recommend you to go check it out because Substack is the platform that is changing things in real life. It is so beautiful. And it's a space where voices are elevated, where stories are shared, and where wisdom is passed on in community. That's what you will find inside the collaboration room. Now, if you're here and if something is resonating with you, I want to invite you deeper into this space. Make sure that you're subscribed to the podcast in your favorite podcast platform, and let's stay connected through Substack. And if you feel called to be in a space where collaboration and connection is real, then come join us inside the collaboration room. And even further, I'm so excited about this, but if you've been feeling the pull to share your voice in a bigger way, to be seen, to step into a new level of visibility, then I want to invite you to be a speaker in Top 50 Voices of Influence Women in Alignment. This is a virtual event that is happening June 15th through the 19th that will also be streaming live on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. That is putting your message, let's say, to over 374 million people. Those are the people that will have access to your message. And all of our live speakers will also become a part of my upcoming TV show, Voices of Influence, that is also going to be streaming on these platforms. You guys, this is a new level of visibility. This is where you step onto a virtual stage and it doesn't end there because you have the ability to have your message delivered to millions. And just imagine, just like people tune in to a podcast and or are watching reality TV, binging on that. Now imagine women sitting on their couches looking for something that is truly calling them. And they tune in to the show Voices of Influence. That's where you get to deliver your wisdom to someone who is in need of it. Because this is a way that happens. Yes, this is available to over 374 million people out there through these platforms. But the people that are going to tune in are the people that you are energetically calling into your world. That is how it works. The right people are going to find you, but they can only find you when you put your message out there, when you put your voice out there. And this is truly the stage where your voice becomes legacy. And this is your invitation. You will find the link with the details in the show notes where you can become a speaker in Top 50 Voices of Influence. Or feel free to connect with me on any social media platform at Chris Madrigal. You can find me there. For now, oh my goodness, I want to end by saying that this is just the beginning where we're not just having conversations here. We're building something and we're building it together. Because while the podcast has lived in different spaces, we're now bringing everything together in one space that gets to be delivered to so many in so many different ways. This is a new era of visibility. This is a new era of connection, a new way of being seen and supported in community. So I want to welcome you. You're in the right place. I can't wait to have you be a part of this show. I can't wait to welcome you inside the collaboration room. And I can't wait to have you be one of our speakers in Top 50 Voices of Influence. For now, I say goodbye with a heart full of love and gratitude for everything that we get to build together. And I'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.